So I am on Highway 34 on the North Fork River. I just crossed over the North Fork of the Alsea and I'm on the bridge. Take a look at what this river is doing right here. It is just raging through here. Unbelievable how high this water is. Let's go on downriver and check it out. So now I'm down here at Mill Creek on the Alsea River, downriver. Those of you that fish this river for steelhead, you know what it's like when the water is down. And check that out. You can see those trees over there, how high the bank is. They are up and underwater. Mill Creek Park on the Alsea River right here, just west of the town of Alsea. And you can see what's going on, how high that water is up. Last time I looked, flood level on the Alsea is 18 feet. This was running at 20.44 feet. And you can see that the park is almost underwater. So I just pulled off at Hayden Bridge, the covered bridge, just down west of Mill Creek. Let's come take a look at what this water's doing. Let's take a look off the bridge's edge. Check that out. That is a tremendous amount of water flowing down through here at Hayden Bridge. Not a good day to be on the water. Let's go on downriver. So I just pulled off Highway 34 at the Salmonberry Junction, coming down to check it out. And you can see all the water in the fields on both sides of the road. It hasn't quite crossed the road yet, but it looks like it got pretty close. It's right up on it, and you can see the water on the other side. Luckily, the rain has stopped, the sun is out, the skies are blue. Hopefully, everything's going to drop. Let's keep moving. So as I drive on down the highway, this is a common occurrence. The water rushes off the mountain because the road's so narrow, comes down onto the highway and rushes across the highway. So you want to be careful when you're driving through here that you don't come so fast that you hit this water and hydroplane off of there. Because if you do, it'd be real easy on these narrow stretches to end up right there in the drink. This is right here by Missouri Bend. Those of you that run the highway, you know this stretch of river. You can see how fast that's running through that normally very narrow slot down there. Missouri Bend. So I am on Benton Creek Bridge right now. My house is just downriver from here. Let's take a look at the water. Check that out. That's looking up towards Missouri Bend. And now we're looking downriver. This river is just eating trees today. Eating trees. You can see logs floating, trees floating, new trees laying in the river that weren't there just a few days ago. So I'm driving into my place. Let's take a look at the road coming in. So the water here comes raging off of that mountain right over there. Has nowhere to go but to come down here. It's covering the road, pretty shallow. Luckily the rain and the wind has stopped. And we're coming in to the driveway and drive through a little bit of water. Let's go back and look at my riverbank. Normally we can walk down to the river through here. We get down here, past these steps to a little landing. There's still about 3 or 4 more steps beyond those. And then it drops down about another 12 feet in the summer for us to get to the river. Well, as you can see, that's not the situation now. Looks like there's a new root ball right there leaning against those trees. Water comes up again or higher as it put pressure on it, and we'll probably lose those trees as well. So it's hard to believe that below the tree house, there's an island out there in the middle of that. That island right now, if you can believe, is probably, based on the level I'm looking at, it is at least 15 feet under the surface of that water. Let's go up the treehouse steps and take a look. Looks like we have some down debris here. Landed onto the steps. So far, it doesn't look like any damage. Right there she is. Normally that riverbank right there, from where it is about 15 feet below that. Like I said, there's an island there in the middle, but you would never know it. It's at least 12 to 15 feet under the surface. So as you can see, coming down the Alsea today, Mother Nature was a little pissed off yesterday and last night. Had torrential downpour, horrendous wind, and as a result, we've got some flooding going on. Hopefully, not too much damage to many homes along the Alsea River.